Well, I think without doubt I would be very hard pushed to find anybody that could say we haven't had a fantastic start to the 1999 grass track season. I say a fantastic start that we've had 3 terrific meetings already, and this, a traditional date of the May Day bank holiday, is normally one of the biggest meetings we see start the season off. Of course it is the Berks Bonanza. Over the years we've seen some fantastic racing at the Berks Bonanza, and anybody that's actually won these titles knows they haven't done it easily. Well, last year we saw the North Berks Club here at Dalton Barracks put on one of the big world rounds of grass track. In recognition of that and the success of the event, we return here now at the Berks Bonanza supported by a qualifier. Now I'm sure there's many skeptics are going to say, we start with a qualifier, why aren't we doing another round? Well, from my point of view, I look forward to the Berks Bonanza, and I'm sure many people do. The entry is absolutely first class, nobody's missing from this entry, promises to be great racing. But as for the qualifier, well, it means that we really have got a great British slant on things. 1 or 2 of the foreign riders have come over here to try and get through this qualifier, and out of the 18 that start, 9 could get a chance to go through to the semi-finals. Now that's top 6 go to one of the semi-finals, and the remaining 3 of the 9 go to one of the other semi-finals. Now why I'm putting such a British slant on things is that we've got fantastic British representation. And I think that along with the fantastic racing we're going to be seeing in both the Sidecars and the solo competition of the Berks Bonanza, the qualifying really does have a British slant to it. I think the crowd are going to thoroughly enjoy it. And when I go back to what I originally said, we've had a great start to the season. Our sport is so dependent on the weather. Today, it couldn't be any better. A fantastic circuit, fantastic organisation, nothing left but fantastic racing. Well, obviously there are a lot of the international riders I could speak to, but I did mention in the introduction that one thing we are going to be looking from as a British crowd is the British riders to be going well this afternoon. Jason Bunyan, I know you've had some good results on the grass already this year. You've been out for practice. What does it look like?
Yeah, it seems really nice. The field's really good. I know they've had a couple of grass tracks on it. Looks like I've done another good job today.
Well, they've done another good job. We sort of get used to it here at North Berks, but really, as far as this international is concerned, this is the first step, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just treating it like any other meeting. I'm just going out there to win it, and I think that's the way I've got to look at it, really. Because everyone's there to win, aren't they?
Well, indeed, they are there to win. I know that we've got many British riders seeded through to the later rounds, and obviously you're going to come up against them. But I was hearing as they put the programme together that Paul Fry's been seeded in now into this qualifier. That was a bit unexpected.
Yeah, I don't really mind. I just go out there to try and win. And that's it, really, whoever's there, whether it's Kelvin or anyone.
Well, that's always good to hear from you. And I know that watching you in practice, you certainly look as quick as anybody out there. But if I go back to your other sport, the world of Speedway, I'm hearing rumours that you had a little bit of a tumble the other night.
Yeah, I keep hitting offensives, which I've got my own panel there now. But like, yeah, it's getting there. So I just need to be able to gate a bit better, and then it'll be good.
Well, obviously the best of luck this afternoon. We hope you do get through to that semi-final, and if things keep going mechanically well, then I'm sure you're going to be there.
Yeah, thanks very much.
I think one surprise package that has come into the programme at the last minute, youngster Matt Reed. Fantastic to see you in the entry, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be here. Got a phone call in the week, and Tony and I said, do you want to ride in it? And I said, yeah, definitely. Just tell me what time I've got to be there and I'll be there.
Absolutely. I'm sure that, you know, I've been saying with the International, it is only a qualifier, but it's the first step to perhaps the semi-final, then get into the World Long Track and get a bit of recognition. Certainly looking at you in practice, you look as quick as anybody out there, but did I see machinery stop a moment ago?
Yeah, we had a problem there, but I think I've left the pit crew to sort it out, so it should be okay. But yeah, I've got fast enough equipment, I think, so I would definitely want to try and get through.
Absolutely, get through is what is all important, but look at the surface itself, enjoying it?
Yeah, it was a bit slick in my first one. I see a few people skidded off, so I was like, no, I'm a bit prone to doing that, so I took it a bit steady, and but like now it's getting good. It's good now. So.
Well, that's good to hear, and obviously I think from everybody supporting this afternoon, I think you're going to have a lot of people with eyes on you the very best of luck, mate. Well, let's hope you do get through to that semi-final.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
I think back to the advertising, it was really quoted in the press that we've got everybody who is anybody in the sidecar class here this afternoon. Now, one thing I'm aware of is that as the years have gone by, the circuit we come to expect has been superb and the racing spectacular, to say the least, in the 1000cc chairs. Now, John, I've got to quickly say, would you disagree with any of those statements? The track is superb, isn't it?
Oh, the track is absolutely good. I mean, the Berks has done another marvellous job. But I think most of the grass tracks we go to now, I think they're all getting to a standard now where it is, you know, really good to go to. The racing over here now is getting to be nearly as good as what it is on the continent.
Well, of course, that really does put us instead of the fact that if the meetings are going to be consistently that good, everybody gets closer and closer and it gets tougher and tougher to do the winning.
Well, you've hit it on the head there. I mean, as most of us all say now, it's one of 10 or one of 12 that could win. I mean, anyone could win the final. I mean, the race in the heats are like finals, so you've got to be consistent and fingers crossed when you get to the final, really.
Well, absolutely, and we know that it's going to be a lot of good races as we go through the afternoon, but Jason, don't think we can knock the start of the season yet, can we?
No, I mean, last year was, it's the best year I've ever had racing, and to come back this year and win the 2 nationals already, I mean, to do this today would be a big bonus. So it'd be nice to do it, but fingers crossed today, I think.
And John, I'll quickly come back to you because the big trick, I think, with a track like this is the reliability of the motor. Everything sound?
Yeah, the bike's going very good at the moment. Yeah, Roger's done the engine again for us, and fingers crossed on that score. And like you say, the track's done right, so as long as we get the tyres right, and all fingers crossed.
Well, fingers crossed indeed. I can only say the very best of luck to both of you. Let's hope we're talking to you later.
Thank you.
Cheers. Well, obviously, I think the big question this afternoon is how is the bike going to suit the track? Ivor, you've been out for practice. What did you make of it?
It's good, it's still a bit slick yet. I mean, obviously, we've perhaps had the advantage of the solos being on there, taking the grass off, but it is still a bit slick, but I think it's going to be good. It's not rough, so looking forward to it now.
Yeah, well, we've come to expect some fantastic meetings here at the Berks Bonanza, haven't we? And I know that really the way this season has started, the competition in the sidecar class is second to none at the moment. I mean, it's getting tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's as close as I can ever remember it. I think perhaps some of it has to do with the amount of steers that are around, because so many people are on the same equipment, and then it really is just down to your ability as a rider, because the engines are all pretty much the same. Obviously we're a little bit different, but just like to go our own way a little bit, and we're giving them a run for their money at the moment, so keep our fingers crossed for today.
Yes indeed, keep your fingers crossed. But Simon, if I can bring you in, it's been a great start of the season, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has. We had a bit of a disaster down at the Astra meeting, just really didn't make the gate at all, and then had a good one at the Sizzler, so it's looking good, looking very good.
Looking very good, but I think one thing that I will say to most of the sidecar competitors is anybody would be rather stupid to predict a winner at this time of the day, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's right. As Ivor said, it's been close all season, closest he's seen for quite a while, and you could like count on your fingers how many people that are out here that could win it. So out of 10 really, I suppose any one of them.
Well indeed, any 1 out of 10, but I think the one thing for sure is that the way they put the track together here at North Berks, the whole event promises to be a great meeting. Wish you both the very best of luck.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Riding on what machine? They're led by sidecar outfit number 8, which is Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons. Coming up behind them, great to see him returning to grass track, is number 6 Rustling with passenger Graham Ashby. Number 1, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Please give them a clap as they come round near you. Number 92, hoping to get a ride this afternoon, will be Paul Whitelam and Mark Whitelam. Outfit number 62, a very strong competitor, Mike Terrell and Tony Baisby. Number 3, and it's good to see Alan and John Blewett here this afternoon. Number 18 is, guessing, Paul Bickley, of course, and Paul Silver. Now they've got 19 in your programme, so I don't know whether that's going to change if they get a chance to ride. All the way up from Cornwall, it is number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. And I'll just let you know that it's Woodley that's actually driving it on the parade. And I can see Simon Wall's done the same thing. So number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall, they will swap round for the racing, I promise. Lee Ray going past me, and also I can see another 2 of the Cornwall crews. We've got number 11, Kenny Hamill and John Richards. Number 71 is Sean Conway Baker and James Woodley. Number 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Bailey go past me. As indeed I see number 184, John Hitchcock and Jason Gill. 23 is Gary Jackson, a new passenger for this season, Carl Pugh. Travelling down from Chester, as you can see from your programmes, their hometowns. Now we move over to the national solo class. And leading them out, of course, it is world champion number 1 this afternoon, as we get used to seeing on his number plate, Kelvin Tatum. Number 4 is Lloyd. Number 86, Paul Hurry. Number 6 is Jeremy Doncaster. We hope he's in good form this afternoon. Number 112, Jason Hewitt. Terrific to see him back on the grass track scene. Number 9 is Godden. Number 42 is Glen Phillips. Tim Bennett, the Sidecar Alpha, getting in amongst them. Great to see Jason Handley, number 95. Number 24, John Jeffries. Half miss, number 17 goes through Canai. And number 47, Nick Groen goes through to give it an international favour. Number 74, Scott Wilson. 77 has just gone past me, that's John Underwood from Northampton. For 131, another youngster coming into the adult scene, Simon Davey. 83, Phil Ashcroft from Citadel. And number 10, a real character of the sport, that's Tony Atkin from Kinchin. Number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. Number 14, Simon Cross. 282, hoping for a ride this afternoon, is Mike Downing. 173, Neil Taylor. Number 3, do I need to introduce him at all? Steve Schofield, of course. Number 50, Andy Sell goes through there. And number 36, local man, Maik Topless. A few of the sidecars now coming back shortly. Number 74, Duncan Tolworth and Colin Hill. And synonymous with all the trains out there at the moment. Number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. Well, he's come out all by himself, look, but we can't ignore it, can we? Of course, number 12. Now, no sarcastic comments about how long he's been racing, but it's certainly a long, long time, and we're really, really pleased to see that Trevor Banks is still going well on the RTS Gower. Number 13. He was probably going around collecting all the extras he needed to carry around for the presentation. Now he's going to play with us now because he wants us to think that he's got problems with that machinery. Certainly had a fantastic start to the season. And I know that he's going to get a lot of applause as he comes round, indeed, with all the extra baggage as well. It is, of course, John Halsey and Jason Glenie. And not to be outdone, got to let John go first. So number 24 comes out, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. All the way through those 5 final rounds, and I think that I'm not shy to say to you actually how much we do appreciate the efforts of Kelvin Tatum last year to go through all 5 of those final rounds and take the British flag all the way to the finish and end up with that number 1 plate. So we are the country to beat at the moment. That's dangerous, isn't it? Till I tempt fate a little bit and say the first cart is being driven by a lady driver. Now take 10 very big steps out of the way. The riders we got in this qualifier, and the club would like to make presentations to all the riders from our FIM officials. We've got our jury president, Mr. C. Bergstrom, and referee, Mr. B. Kothjek. Our jury member from the UK, Mr. Tony Knoll. So if you'd like to move forward, gentlemen, if we can go through from the start, starting with rider number 1 in your programme, all the way from the Czech Republic, Richard Wolf. Well, you give them the plate, Pat, if they can't decide who's going to do it. Right, we'll move on to rider number 2, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of great British hopes with, of course, from Great Britain, Jason Bunyan.
Tony?
Just a short trip across the channel from France, Fabrice Ostian. Joining his colleague, number 1, riding number 4 from the Czech Republic, David Stichon. Rider number 5 from the Netherlands, Jim Groen. Another one that we put our British hopes on, of course, from Great Britain, our very own Vince Kinchin.
Cheers.
Riding number 7, and he's come in at the last minute, but it's great to see him here. From Great Britain also, Paul Fry.
Yeah.
From Germany, Steve Schofield. Giving it a real international flavour from Australia, Daniel Mason. From Germany, number 10, Manfred Zimmermann. Number 11, another one from our very own shores, the youngster, Matt Reed. We move to number 12 and 13, from Norway we start with Kenneth Borgenholm. Also from Norway, Shell Reinhai. From France, Philippe Ostian. From Austria, Norbert Grugler. Riding number 16, and I'm sure he's very pleased to be in this lineup. It is, of course, Julian Phillips. Number 17, also from our very own shores, Ricky Scarboro. And from the Netherlands, a very, very quick number 18, Uppie Boss. Our track reserves this afternoon are number 19, Paul Knott, and number 20, Chris Britton. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the riders that will be competing for 9 places to go through to the semi-finals. The top 6 will go through to the first semi. The 3 remaining riders go through for a second bite at the second semi-final. It promises to be a very, very strong forward competition. We look forward to some fantastic racing here on the North Barnes circuit.
Get ready, Alan.
Yeah, you get it. Go on. One more come yet. Richard. Yeah, you'll get through there. Mind your hat, Vince. As the riders do in fact return to the pits, let's give them some encouragement as they come round. Kelvin Tatum quickly to the gate, and you can see that all the gate positions are designated. Scott Wilson will go from grid 1. Joe Screen from 2, he's up quickly to the gate to have a look. Wayne Broadhurst on this outside gate. And not forgetting, of course, Trevor Banks in between Joe Screen and Kelvin Tatum. Riders brought to the line for the very first time this afternoon. This is the first race of the afternoon, the start of the 1999 Berks Bonanza. The tapes go up, we get underway, and Neil Taylor is starting over. Joe Green is on the inside though, Kelvin Tatum is in there as well. Randy Bell joins us flying past us, and realised that he was out in this first race. But as they go into that bottom turn for the first time, it's a fantastic first lap for Joe Screen. He leads from Kelvin Tatum. At the moment with Phil Ambrose on the inside of him. Terrific ride from the youngster Phil Ambrose, but look at Kelvin Tatum putting Joe Screen under pressure. What a great way to start this afternoon's racing with a great scrap between these two, and Phil Ambrose puts it down in that bottom turn. So Phil Ambrose goes down, but Kelvin Tatum now takes the lead from Joe Screen. Joe Screen tries to come back in as they go into that top turn. Billy Tatum now has got the lead. Good to see that Phil Ambrose is quickly up and joining the race once again. Tatum, number 1 in the world at the moment, leads as he goes into the last lap. Joe Screen, you do nothing in third. To stay with him. Trevor Banks in third. Neil Taylor in 4th. Wayne Broadhurst in 5th. Well, again we lose riders on this bottom turn, and I think it was Phil Ambrose that had to take the action. start of the course, in fact putting a red flag up on that bottom bend, so in the interest of safety the riders being advised to slow down. Race of the day, and very eventful it turned out. It means that we do stick with the result as they had completed 3/4 race distance. The result will stand as they went across the line at the end of the third lap. It means that we have a win for rider number 1 in his first race of the afternoon, Kelvin Tatum. In second place, number 17 is Joe Green. In third place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In fourth place, number 173, Neil Taylor. And fifth place finisher there, number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. The race being stopped, no official time for race 1. Right, we move on to race 2, and coming to the line we see Tony Atkin, Steve Schofield, Jason Newitt, Simon Davey, Glen Phillips, Jeremy Doncaster, John Jeffries and Maik. So what will the competitors make of the start in race 2? Last of the riders comes into line. Watch for the tape to go up, away they go. Steve Schofield made a good one. As the clear to go around that first turn, it's Donkey all the way around the outside, he gets his nose in front. Steve Schofield stays with his nose to get down that back straight and into the bottom turn for the first time. Very easy to find, I'm told, down in the A-curve. Don't worry, you won't be starting to hit your tips traffic by then, way before that. You will still be able to get into Cornwall and Maik weekend. Try for a third time, then the starters bring them under orders. They're indicating they want them right up to the tape. Starters move away up to the tape, and we get underway for a second lap. Jeremy Doncaster. Steve Schofield has got a chase after him in second place at the moment. Down the back straight then, Jeremy Doncaster in terrific form as he goes into this bottom bend. And around off that bottom turn, you can see Schofield holding a much tighter line. It is Tony Atkin that's up in third place. As we look across the far side to see the speed of Jeremy Doncaster. Into the pit turn he goes for the second time. Steve Schofield in pursuit. Tony Atkins in third at the moment. Up past me they go for the second time. Down the back straight once again. Is this Jeremy Doncaster on form this afternoon? Into the last lap he goes. You'll know that Kelvin Tatum has done a bit for our meant for that second place. Tony Atkin not being able to make any margin on him as they go into this last turn, or have I got that wrong? Tony Atkin certainly been closing up straight away in that bottom bend. As they come off the bottom turn towards the checker flag, it's going to be close, but Steve Schofield hangs on to it. The official result is a win for rider number 6, that's Jeremy Doncaster. In second place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In third place, number 10, Tony Atkin. Fourth place, number 131, Symon Davey. And fifth place, number 42, Glen Phillips. Sixth place, number 112, Jason Hewitt. The winning time, 127.61, 127.61. So we now move to race 3 in your programme. And we see out for the first time this afternoon, number 86, Paul Hurry, Phil Ashcroft, Peter Lloyd, Maik Groen, Jason Handley, Mitch Godden, Simon Cross and John Underwood. Still got rider and machine on this finishing line. You will see a red flag on that bottom turn. Well, we were talking when I was out there at the presentation about how much grip there might have been on that start line. Simon Cross certainly did find it.
His left leg.
Paul Hurry in grid 1. Jason Handley, Mitch Godden and John Underwood, of course, on this outside. So the riders prepare themselves for the restart of race 3. Godden who sets the pace as they go down the back straight. Paul Hurry in third at the moment, chases after them as they go to this bottom turn and tries to come through and does come through. Paul Hurry gets himself to the front in that pit turn for the first time. Mitch Godden is still there in second. Jason Handley on the inside. And you can see Jason Handley trying to work his way through on the inside, chasing after Paul Hurry. Mitch Godden still trying to fight the battles of third and fourth, as it's Mick Groen is going to come through on the inside of Mitch in this pit bend. So it's chopping and changing all the way as Paul Hurry tries to calm things down. Jason Handley still there in second. Mick Groen has got through into third place. Mitch Godden in fourth. I thought I heard a machine go as he went past me, and it was Peter Lloyd that has got problems and pulled out on the far side. One more lap to go then for Paul Hurry to have his first win this afternoon. Still in that third place. I like that fantastic start. John Underwood has certainly dropped down through the field. I can assume again he's hit some sort of problem. But there's no problems for Paul Hurry as he comes through the checkered flag. He takes his first win. Jason Handley in second, Mick Groen in third place, and Mitch Godden in fourth. A win for rider number 86, that's Paul Hurry. In second place, number 95, Jason Handley. Third place, number 47, Mick Groen. In fourth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In fifth place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In sixth place, number 77, John Underwood. The winning time was 127.01. 127.01. Made the best choices as they come off that start line for the first time, and it's a fantastic start for John Halsey as he goes into that first turn with a considerable lead on the rest of the field. Russell is up there in second place. That's Matthew Tyrrell in third at the moment, and into the pit bend they go for the first time. So John Halsey and Jason Glenie, you've had some fantastic rides already this season. They've finished the 1998 season on a high, and they look to be continuing in that vein as they come around that There's all the changings going on a bit further down the circuit. Dave Steer having a terrific battle at the back with Sean Conway Baker. But as our eyes now turn to the front, Rustling is putting John Halsey under pressure. Rustling indeed has found a quick line round the outside, and has he got the lead as they come off the turn? John Halsey to go wide. Underneath, all sorts of problems to Rustling as he joins the circuit again. But I'm sure that you could all see on that top corner what was happening. John Halsey wanted that lead as he was going so quick, pulled around that top turn by Rustling. And as they come off the top turn again, it's going to be the Czech Mitch Tyrrell. So in fact we have lost Matthew Tyrrell up on that top bend. That's really unfortunate for Matthew Tyrrell and Jamie Bree. Then the first of the big 1000cc sidecars, and what has that said we've got in store for this afternoon? Some tremendous racing to start the day. A win for outfit number 13, that's John Halsey and Jason Glenie. In second place, number 6 is Rustling and Graham Ashby. In third place, number 62, Mick Towell and Tony Baisby. In fourth place, number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharax. In fifth place, number 71, Sean Conway Baker and Shane Woodley. No sixth finisher there, the winning time 1:26.98. Underway, looking to see who's made the best of the starts. On the inside, that looks like Gary Jackson, as Richard Thomas had made a very good start, but Gary Jackson has got to the front, and as they come around that first bend, getting away from Gary Jackson in second place. Tim Bennett is in third. Richard Thomas closing up on that third place though. Richard Thomas finding his way through into third place in front of Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. Look at second place, Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. Richard Thomas now closing up on Gary Jackson as well. Tim Bennett desperately trying to stay with him. He doesn't want to give that third up easily. And as they go up the back straight, you can see that Mark Edwards has already got a considerable lead on Gary Jackson. Already this season, he's been hit by one or two mechanical problems, but he said he would be determined to get them all sorted by the time he got here today. And it looks as if he has, as he goes down that back straight for the last time. It'll be the checkered flag this time as they come towards me. Mark Edwards. Is Richard Thomas, but it was very close for that fourth place. So as race 5 was won by outfit number 8, Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons. In second place, number 23 is Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. In third place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In fourth place, and yes it was close but just on the line, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Bailey. In fifth place, number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. And in sixth place, number 3, Alan and John Blewett. 1:25.39 was the winning time. So that if you know who that possibly is, we would like it back if possible. Right, on the far side, we get underway with race 6 in the sidecar competition. This is first time out for all these competitors as they come off that first bend. Ivor Matthews right up there as well. Those three as they go into the bottom turn. Duncan Tollis wants to join in the scrap as well as all four of them close up on that pit bend. Ivor Matthews losing a bit of grip coming out of that bottom bend. Duncan Tollis takes advantage and goes around the outside. But as they come into this top turn for the second time, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles have got in second place. They look over their shoulder and see that they've got Duncan Tollis and Will Jones in third spot. Ivor Matthews now having to fight from that fourth place. Kenny Hamill trying to move up on him as they go up the back straight. Well, as we look around that top bend, Rob Wilson in it. That Rob Wilson has got at the moment. Duncan Tollis and Colin Hill still sitting in third, closing all the time on that second place. John Hiscock does look very determined and he wants to keep it. Ivor Matthews can do nothing about it and sits in fourth place at the moment. They come off that top turn. John Hiscock is on to second place. Duncan Tollis in third. Ivor Matthews in fourth. Kenny Howland finishing in fifth place. Official result of race 6. A win for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Jason Gill. In third place, number 74, Duncan Tollis and Colin Hill. In fourth place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Fifth place, number 11, Kenny Howell and John Richards. And sixth place, number 1, Craig Cheetham and Clive Reynolds. The winning time, 1:26.28. Mitch Godden had a 4, Neil Taylor, Tony Atkins, Scott Wilson. Tony Atkins, of course, had a 3rd. So there's plenty of riders in there who know the circuit. May have been 1 or 2 little changes to machinery when they've gone back in after that first heat. You can see that we've got Simon Davey in front, but again we've got a red flag. We've got a rider still down on the circuit on the top bend, and just as I say that, he gets up and walks away. Which I'm very pleased to see, because I thought for one horrible moment Steve Schofield looked down, and I can now see through the binoculars it was Stevie Schofield. I'll remind you that he had that second place first time out, so he will want to score well again this time. He doesn't need to have a 0 score in his second ride. So the rider's being brought to the cage once again. Starters move away, up go the tapes, and we get underway with restart. Any sort of advantage goes to that first turn, if anybody. Oh, it was Kelvin Tatum that took over in the middle of the bend, that's for sure, as they go down that back straight. It really was anybody to that first turn. In time, Kelvin Tatum setting the pace. Trevor Banks in second at the moment. Mitch Godden in third. Mick Groen in fourth. Steve Schofield with some work to do back in fifth place. But he's already closing up on Mitch Godden as Mitch goes slightly wide as Steve Schofield moves through on the inside. Mitch comes back at him though. He's not going to let him go that easy. And now Stevie Schofield has to look to go after Mick Groen. Trevor Banks looks over his shoulder. Knows he's got some strong defenders behind him. Groen goes to the right line into this top bend. Slightly gave him the advantage in the middle of the bend, but each has to turn that much tighter. Trevor Banks kept a much smoother line, keeps it going down the back straight, still holding second. Kelvin Tatum, though, let's not forget, is getting away from all of that battle that's going on. Steve Schofield now looks for the outside line into this top turn. Mick Groen goes for a straight line on this top bend. He's closed in the middle of the bend. He's gone wide as Steve Schofield comes through. Well, problems for Kelvin Tatum as he slows on this bottom turn. I think he's got a puncher. Does that mean he's still going to get a win? He looks over his shoulder. Trevor Banks just gets him. But what terrific skill from Kelvin Tatum. Oh, you can see he's fighting to hang on to that machinery. He's felt that tyre go, brilliantly held on to it, and then indeed kept going to the line. What a tremendous piece of skill from Kelvin Tatum. Let's give you the official result of race 7. It means that just on the line it was a win for number 12, Trevor Banks. In second place, number 1, Kelvin Tatum. In third, number 3, Steve Schofield. In fourth, number 47, Mick Groen. In fifth, number 10, Tony Atkin. In sixth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In seventh place, number 173, Neil Taylor. And eighth place, number 74, Scott Wilson. 127.64 was the winning time. 127.64, 12, 1, 3, 47, 10, 9, 173 and 74, 127.64. Race 8, there's a couple of changes. In comes number 282, Mick Dowling, in place of number 24, John Jeffries. In place of Simon Cross, we've got number 11, Paul Cooper. So 2 rider replacements going in race 8, Mick Dowling and Paul Cooper, in place of John Jeffries and Simon Cross. Oh, they're to the line. Remind you that Jeremy Doncaster goes in this one. He had a win first time out. Away they go as they watch them get away into that top Bell possibly has got to the front. Check that as they go down the back straight, because they're all closing in on him as they go into this bottom turn. It wasn't Andy Sell that was leading, but now Jeremy Doncaster has come back at him, and it is Jem that gets to the front. Number 95, Jason Handley. Jason Handley doesn't want to get Jeremy Doncaster and let him get away from him, does he? Down the back straight he goes, and indeed looks to be going just as quick as Jeremy Doncaster. But Jeremy looks absolutely tremendous form at the moment. Problems for Andy Sell. He pulls down on the bottom end. Goes up in the third. Mike Dowling is at the moment. The rider replacement. Terrific ride from Mike Dowling. Great shame for Andy Sell as he pulls up in a terrific start. Not letting Jeremy Doncaster get away. He comes at him again and gets underneath him. Well, he's certainly not Jeremy Doncaster. No, he's there as he's gone into the last lap. Goes to the outside line on this top bit. Comes back underneath. Goes to the inside line on the far straight. Well, I'm wondering whether Jeremy Doncaster would react. He's certainly said he's done it close enough. Turn, he's going to have a go once again as they come towards the flag. Jeremy Doncaster gets it. Jason Handley in second. Phil Ashcroft in third. Mike Dowling in fourth. And Paul Cooper in fifth. A win for rider number 6, and let's not forget that's 2 rides and 2 wins for Jeremy Doncaster. In second place, number 95, Jason Handley. In third place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In fourth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. Fifth place, number 11, Paul Cooper. Sixth place, number 131, Simon Davey. The winning time, 127.27. 127.27. So the Star Marshals once again pull all of them up to the tapes. Keep your eye on number 86 and Paul Harry in the centre of the game as they get away. Joe Green has made a terrific Paul Harry is trying to get through on the inside of Joe Screen. Those two together as they go down the back straight, and Joe Screen's got the better of it. Peter Lloyd trying to stay with those front two as they come into the fifth place. Paul Harry has to chase after him. Problems for Peter Lloyd. He falls down on the bottom bend. John Underwood is still up in the third place, and as they go round off that top end into the back straight, Joe Screen looks to be in terrific determined form this afternoon. Around the bottom bend they come. Joe Screen it is leading. Paul Harry has no answer to him at the moment. Looks over his shoulder. No. John Underwood at the moment. Glen's trying to close on him, but as we look to those front two, can Paul Harry catch Joe Screen? Will he want to catch Joe Screen at this level of the competition? Well, into the last lap they go. Joe Screen looks over his shoulder. Paul Harry's a lot closer going into that top turn. He's down straight to Joe, looks that little bit quicker. Paul Harry certainly has the advantage on the bends. Has he got enough to get past him as they come towards the line? Well, the checkered flag is up and it's Joe Green that's going to take a win. Paul Harry gets second. John Underwood is third. Glen Phillips fourth. The official result is a win for rider number 17, that's Joe Green. That adds to his second place, puts him on way to be seen in that big final. In second place, number 86 is Paul Harry. In third place, number 77, John Underwood. In fourth place, number 42, Glen Phillips. Fifth place, number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. In sixth place, number 112, Jason Newitt. The winning time, 125.93, 125.93. So as the riders come to the line for the very first time this afternoon, there's one important programme change I must give you, that I, during the presentation, gave you Richard Wolf from the Czech Republic riding number 1. I have been updated to be told that it's in fact Joseph France that rides as number 1. That's Joseph France rides as number 1, also from the Czech Republic. So unfortunately, Richard Wolf not able to make it here this afternoon. Joseph France takes his place. So let's look at the lineup then. From the Czech Republic, Joseph France. From Great Britain, Jason Bunyan in grid 2. Francis Austinstein from France, David Suchan from the Czech Republic, Jim Groen from the Netherlands, and Vince Kinchin from the UK. He goes into that first turn, and on his inside he's got Jason Bunyan. So two of the Brits out in front as we lose a rider on that first turn. As they go down the back straight, it is Jason Bunyan that's made the best of that first turn. Into this pit bend he leads from his own countryman, Vince Kinchin. Jim Groen in fourth at the moment, but it is the Brits 1 and 2, and this is exactly what we wanted to see, as many Brits as possible going through from the North Parks meeting into the semi-finals, and Jason Bunyan looks in very determined Jim Groen still in fourth at the moment. As they go down the back straight, it is Jason Bunyan that I'm sure is pleasing those supporters that he's brought with him this afternoon. One more lap to go. Still there in rider number 3, Fabrice Austin from France, at the riders sitting at the back of the field at the moment. But as they've got very spread out, we see them now come towards the checkered flag. It is a win for Jason Bunyan, exactly how he wanted to start. Vince Kinchin in second. In third place goes number 1, Joseph France. Jim Groen goes in fourth place. And in fifth, the only other finisher, Fabrice Austin. We've sorted out the time, we've sorted out the places, and we've sorted out the points. I think the easiest thing that I can do is give you them from the top of the page, because we know we've had a win for Jason Bunyan. But let's start at the top of the page and work down. In the places column, you should have 3, 1, 5, 0, 4 and 2. That's their finishing places. For the points scored from heat 1, you should have 3, 5, 1, 0, 2 and 4. The winning time, 125.99. We move to race 11. Your rider replacement in grid 1 is Paul Fry from the UK. So nationality is GB. Number 11 is Matt Reed. Terrific to see the youngster getting a place in this qualifier, but very well deserved if you've been watching him on the grass track scene. And the last change that I've just been given officially is that the Australian Daniel Mason unfortunately has blown machinery. So Daniel Mason comes out. It means that number 19, Paul Knott, gets the start. So on grid 3 we've got number 19 from the UK, Paul Knott, as they indeed get underway. He's made a good start, he's sitting in second at the moment. They start to sort themselves out, and it is Paul Fry that gets away. Paul Fry has got the lead from Manfred Symon in second place. He's riding in, going going to say the blue helmet, but in fact, look, Symon is back in third place at the moment, and Steve Schofield has got through into second place. Schofield is giving Paul Fry a hard time in that top end, but Paul Fry has got the better of it going down the back straight. So Paul Fry, the rider in the red helmet, comes around off the pit bend, leading from Zig Schofield in second place. Still Symon sits in third place. Matt Reed off at the moment. Matt Reed is closing up on Manfred Zimmerman, and Matt Reed looks to be going through. Matt Reed it is, on the inside, goes to on the inside of the German Manfred Zimmerman and gets up into third place. Paul Fry again looks over his shoulder. Can Matt Reed make second? He goes after number 8, Zig Struback. He goes into that top corner, and now Struback has been very slow coming out of that top end. Has Matt Reed noticed that? Can he do anything about it as they go down the back straight and into this last bend? Not in fourth place, and number 12, Kenneth Broadhurst, finishes in fifth spot. So disappointment for Zig Struback as he puts it down on that last turn. Well, I say disappointment, but I'm sure the supporters of Matt Reed won't mind at all. His very first ride in international competition, and he gets a second place behind his own countryman, Paul Fry. Well, indeed, I'm sure that Zig would appreciate your applause as he comes to the line. Indeed, very intelligent thinking to get the point that may be valuable later on. Disappointment, but an acknowledgement from Zig as he appreciates your support, as he knows that point could be valuable. Now let's give you the official result while they are double checking things next to me, because we start with the places once again. If we go down from the top, it was a win for the GB rider Paul Fry, so place is 1 in the top column, followed by 6, 4, 3, 2 and 5. That's the places running from the top. In grid 1, a first place. Grid 2, a 6th place. Grid 3, a 4th. Grid 4, a 3rd place. Grid 5, a 2nd. Grid 6, a 5th place. And the points from the top. Maximum 5 points for Paul Fry, 0 for Zig Struback, 2 for the replacement there, Paul Knott, 3 for Manfred Zimmerman, 4 for Matt Reed, and 1 for Kenneth Broadhurst. 1:19.82 was your winning time. Well, I'm just being corrected on that. It was 1:29, I do apologise. 1:29.82. I'm sure I'd written 19 down. Right, as long as we've got that right, we now move to race 12. And another GB addition to this one. Riding number 16 is Julian Phipps. So we should be seeing coming to the line, Shell Roan High in grid 1. In grid 2, Philip Ostian. In grid 3, Norbert Grubler. In 4, Julian Phipps. In 5, Ricky Scarborough. And in 6, Uppie Boss. Away we go then, and looking for He goes straight to the front of the field. It is Uppie Boss from Germany who goes down the back straight, leading at the moment from the rider in blue. That's the French rider Philippe Ostian. So Philippe it is that puts in the challenge from second place. The 17th, Scarborough is up in third. Julian Phipps in fourth place at the moment. Oh, we expected Uppie Boss to go extremely well at this meeting. It was a bit of a surprise perhaps that Uppie had qualified this year. Scarborough going well at the moment in third place. It'll be a heck of a challenge to try and close that gap down. on the very, very experienced Uppie boss as he comes round past us and goes into the last lap. Oh, he looks very, very comfortable indeed. Philippe Ostian from France can do nothing about it at the moment. Ricky Scarborough has to be second, third. Julian Phipps having a good ride in fourth place at the moment, keeping in front of Scharron High from the Netherlands. And as they sort the checkered flag out, indeed, wave the checkered flag for the last of the 3 international heats. It's a win for Uppie boss and our own Ricky Scarborough in 4th. Let's give you the results from the top once again as we start with grid 1 and place of 5th place, followed by a 2nd place. No finish for the rider in grid 3, number 15, Norbert Grugler. 4th place for Julian Phipps, 3rd place for Ricky Scarborough, and 1st place for Uppie boss. It means that the points are from the top 1, 4, 0, 2, 3 and 5. The winning time 1:27.54. Who's made the best of the starts. Alan Blewett's coming underneath him though. Terrific start from Alan and John Blewett. And as they go into that first turn, they start to sort themselves out. John Blewett then, knowing they've got to make a better go of it this time after a disastrous first ride, doing exactly that at the moment. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, of course, had a win first time out. They're exactly where they want to be at the moment. Round off that pit then, Rob Wilson reacts and John Halsey thinks, well, I've got to stay with those two as well, as they go up the back straight and into this top turn. Kenny Howell is still there in 4th spot at the moment again. There's the two of them break going up the back straight. This is going to be a close finish as Alan and John Blewett go through on the inside. Rob Wilson says, no, that's going to be mine as he closes on this top end, but Blewett comes back again. They cross over as they come through. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles get 2nd. John Halsey and Jason Glenie can only watch what's going on in front of them. So yet again, Alan and John Blewett pull it out of the bag here at the Berks Bonanza. To start the 2nd leg rides off, as it is indeed a official result of a win for rider number 3, Alan and John Blewett. In 2nd place, number 24 is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In 3rd place, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glenie. In 4th place, number 11, Kenny Hamill and John Richards. 5th place, number 1, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. And in 6th place, number 18, oh, I do apologise, number 184, that should be, of course, John Hiscock and Jason Gill. 1:26.51 was the winning time, 1:26.51. second races. As they get underway, it's Richard Thomas has made the best of the starts. Tim Bennett is up there in second with Ivor Matthews on his inside, but Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley have got the lead into the first turn. As they come out of that first turn, comes around off the pit bend up the back straight. He'll know that he's got Ivor Matthews in close contention. That looks to me like Dave Steer is challenging as well as he looks for a wide line. Mick Terrell. But Dave Steer in fact has got through and there's problems for Ivor Matthews. Simon Wall puts his arm in the air, so both Dave Steer and Mick Terrell go through as we watch on the far side as Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley have opened up a gap now between them and second place Tim Bennett and Steve Harbury. This is looking to be an excellent ride from Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Up the back straight they go with just that top corner still to go. Tim Bennett knew he had to put in a better performance this time. He had a 5th place first time out, but he's going to be a lot better than that as they go. Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Great disappointment for Ivor Matthews. The official result, a win for outfit number 60, that's Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In second place, number 12 is Tim Bennett, Steve Hargreaves. In third place, number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharax. In fourth place, number 62, that's Mick Turrell and Tony Baisby. Fifth place there, outfit number 15. Improve the sort machinery out. There's number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. The winning time was 127.09, 127.09. Looking perhaps for Mark Edwards. Where is he? He's in the middle of the track. He's got Gary Jackson on his outside, and it's Gary Jackson who just noses in front going into the first turn. Mark Edwards is up there in second place. Looks for a tight line. Mark Edwards chases after Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh as they go down that back straight. Mark Edwards looking to make a challenge. He's gone the long way round. Will he cut back underneath and look for a tight exit off this bend? He's stayed wide. So great to see Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh on the sort of form that we got used to seeing them a year ago, and problems for Mark Edwards. Oh, Mark Edwards has pulled out on the bottom bend. Has he got it going again? It's certainly cut out in that bend. Both he and Miles Simmons put their arms in the air. Up in that pit bend. Rustling has gone after Duncan Toller, so it is a challenge for second place. Duncan Toller and Tony Baisby in second. It's not a course, it's Colin Hill at the back of Duncan Toller. They go round off that. Take second, Rustling and Graham Ashby take third. Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh, that's their first of the afternoon. That's to add to their second place in their first ride. As we see in second spot, adding to their third from their first ride, number 74, Duncan Tollhurst and Colin Hill. In third place, number 6 is Rustling and Graham Ashby. In fourth place, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Bailey. In fifth place, number 8, Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons. And in sixth place, number 71, Sean Conway Baker and Shane Woodley. 126.01 was the winning time, 126.01. So I'm sure Gary Jackson's crew will be pleased with that time. The red flag being held. I think that we are still missing one rider. French rider Fabry, I think we're missing. Mount machinery, it is Fabry we're missing. So the start marshals call them in for the second time this afternoon. What have they learned about the circuit? What changes have the pit crews decided with them that they're going to make? What difference will it make in this second ride? Oh, we expect a good start from Manfred Zimmerman. We've seen some very good starts from this outside gate. In fact, it is Zimmerman that makes a tremendous start. Leathers, but you can see on the inside, Joseph France has actually made a better start and got himself to the front as they go down the back straight. Now we've got problems for one of our riders on the first bend pulling out, but as the rest come round past me, it is Joseph France that leads rider number 1 from the German, under pressure at the moment, Manfred Zimmerman. He's under pressure, in fact, from the French rider Fabry Ostian, as those three go down the back straight. But what a terrific ride this is from Joseph France. He certainly has made some changes, that's for sure. Had a third place first time out. The circuit this time out. Manfred Zimmerman still there in second place. Francis Ostian still in third. They really have got themselves sorted out as they go into the last lap. Terrific ride this from the Czech Republican rider. Catch him at the moment. Manfred Zimmerman still there in second place. I thought he'd had the best of the starts, but little Joseph France came through, and indeed has come all the way through to take the win. It is Joseph France that takes the win. Zimmerman gets second. In third, Francis Fabry Ostian. Heat 4 of the international qualifier. The places from the top read as third place for Fabry Ostian. Fourth place for Ricky Scarborough. First place for Joseph France. No place there for Norbert Grugler. Fifth place for Zig Schubach. And second place for Manfred Zimmerman. The points they scored from the top were 3, 2, 5, 0, 1 and 4. 129.07 was the winning time, 129.07. The replacement for number 9, Daniel Mason, is number 19, Paul Knott. So Jim Groen had a fourth place first time out, not ignoring of course Jason Bunyan, who had a win in his first ride. Can he keep the momentum going? All away they go. From the outside, but Jason Bunyan has come through. And Jason Bunyan it is that gets to the front in the middle of that first bend, and he's pulling away from the rest of the field. Jim Groen, I think, has got up into second place. I'll check that for you as they come round, but that does look like a white helmet colour to me. And in fact, as they come past me, and Jason Bunyan does go fast. Paul Knott is up in third place. It was Jim Groen in a second spot, but Paul Knott under pressure at the moment from the rider in blue, Kenneth Bourgeois. Down the back straight they go, and is that where the challenge is perhaps going to come for that third and fourth place? But no problem for Jason Bunyan at the moment. He looks to be in terrific form as he goes around that top bend. Jim Groen for the Netherlands chasing after him. Jason Bunyan putting the pressure on. He had a win first time out. Comes into the last lap flag this time, and the rest of the field starts to get spread out behind him. Remember, this could be a very important Bunyan. There's no reason why he can't go all the way through this competition. Gaining experience on the big continental circuits. As he comes towards the checkered flag, it's certainly going to be his second win this afternoon. Jason Bunyan takes the checkered flag. Jim Groen for the Netherlands takes second place. They come to the line for third. Paul Knott just hangs on to it from rider number 12, Kenneth Borgenholm. 5 of the international solo, and the places from the top: Julian Phipps, 5th place; Kenneth Borgenholm, 4th place; Jim Groen, 2nd place; Jason Bunyan, a win. First place, of course, for Jason Bunyan. The replacement, Paul Knott, comes in with a 3rd place, and Shell Runhide finishes with a 6th place. The points from the top go 1, 2, 4, 5, 3 and 0, 127.19, 127.19. So we move to Heat 6 before the internationals get a little bit of a break. And we see going in this one, additions to your programme. Number 11 is Matt Reed. Matt had a terrific 2nd place first time out. Paul Fry, of course, also from GB, goes as rider number 7. He had a win first time out. Away they go. The rider in yellow and black, Uppie Boss, is on the outside and comes around into 2nd place. Oh, we've lost a rider and a machine on the far side. Indeed, once again, I think we're going to see the red flag in the interest of safety. Oh, that could have been an interesting dice between Uppie Boss and Paul Fry. Pleased to see that back up on his feet is the youngster Matt Reed. And they will obviously continue to check him over, hence the reason he goes into the ambulance, but certainly a great relief to all of you on the far side who saw that horrific coming together. As we now see the riders coming to the gate for the restart of race 18. Vince Kinchin taking the 2nd grid, Paul Fry on this far outside. As they get underway, those 2 riders get away from the other 3 in that first bend. And Paul Fry has just gone all the way around the outside. So Uppie Boss has now got to do the chasing as they come into this bottom turn. Paul Fry had a win first time out, looking to be in control, but Uppie Boss is a very strong competitor. He will chase him all the way to the line. But it was 3rd place of leading those back 3, but Uppie Boss has gone through. So a tremendous race on our hands now as Paul Fry has got to try and react to Uppie Boss, who both had wins first time out. Around the pit bend they come, and Uppie Boss has gone wide. Paul Fry sees the advantage, and Paul Fry is going to be a much better line into this top end. He takes advantage of it, but Uppie Boss is very, very quick. Paul Fry again has come back, and Paul Fry just jumps in front down the back straight. Into the bottom turn they go once again. What sort of line will Paul Fry take? He keeps it tight, keeps it fast. Uppie Boss goes even tighter, but he's lost the momentum. Means that Paul Fry has moved away. Vince Kinchin has done well to come through up into 3rd place in front of rider number 14, Philip Mostian. So terrific riding once again from the British representation as Paul Fry comes round off the pit bend. There's time to look over his shoulder. He takes his 2nd checkered flag this afternoon. Uppie Boss finishes in 2nd. Vince Kinchin goes over the line in 3rd. And Philip Mostian in 4th. It's the 2nd of the qualifying rides for the international class. Let's give you the places from the top, and we've got for David Zucken, 5th place. For Vince Kinchin, 3rd place. Matt Reed, no place. Uppie Boss, 2nd place. Philip Ostian, 4th place. Paul Fry, a very well-deserved 1st place. The points from the top are 1, 3, 0, 4, 2, and maximum 5. The winning time, 127.40, 127.40. So into race 19 we go, and who have we got coming to the line? Well, look no further than grid 7. Kelvin Tatum, who's had a win and a 2nd place. Trevor Banks, who's had a 3rd and a 1st. Paul Hurry, who's had a win and a 2nd place. It promises to be a good one as they get underway. Kelvin Tatum has made it but he was certainly half a bike length ahead of everybody before they got away, but it's Trevor Banks that made the best of it, and that's changed as they go down the back straight, taking over the lead. Changes on that pit bend. It was Peter Lloyd that had the lead, but Trevor Banks has got it now. Trevor Banks around the outside of Peter Lloyd. Paul Hurry's in there as well, fighting can, but Kelvin Tatum in control as he goes down the straight. Peter Lloyd. Oh, Kelvin Tatum it is that leads Paul Hurry again goes. Peter Lloyd knows he needs the points, fights his way back into 2nd spot, goes down the back straight. Kelvin Tatum very much in control as he comes round off that pit bend and into the last lap flag. Oh, perhaps I should remind you, the last season will be if they made a place in any one of the finals. And Kelvin Tatum with a win and a 2nd place so far looks to be making his way through to the final as he sees the checkered flag once again. It is a win for rider number 1, Kelvin Tatum. Terrific ride from Peter Lloyd to get that 2nd place in front of Murray. Race 19, the first of the 3rd leg rides. A win for rider number 1, Kelvin Tatum. In 2nd place, number 4 is Peter Lloyd. In 3rd place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In 4th place, number 95, Jason Handley. In 5th place, number 12, Trevor Banks. And in 6th place, number 15, Phil Ambrose. 7th place there, number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. Winning time, 125.91, 125.91. The last of the riders being pulled into line. That looks like Tony Atkin is the last to make it to the gate. Steve Schofield still not quite on the tapes. He comes into line, the starters move away. Up go the tapes, and who's made the best of the start? Well, it is Broadhurst up to the front. So from the Netherlands, Mick Groen goes down the back straight with Steve Schofield now chasing after him. That's Tony Atkin in 3rd place, and Tony Atkin just bottom turn. They both chase after Mick Groen and Steve Schofield goes through. Mick Groen obviously threw it over to the side, but he's still going well even without it as he goes on the inside of Tony Atkin. Looking at hang on the 2nd place, Tony Atkin has to go. Terrific grass track from these two as Mick Groen is proving that the reason he's come back to tremendous riding from him as he holds a very tight line. He's forcing Tony Atkin to go wide all the time. Oh, Tony Atkin again attacks the bottom bend. Tries to now pull across and get a better line on the exit of the bend to stop Groen coming underneath him. Those two together as they go past there. Tony Atkin now looking to just have the advantage. Steve Schofield taking very steadily around that top bend. This is exactly the sort of result that Steve Schofield wanted to add to his 2nd and 3rd places. This will assure him a place in the final, I'm sure. Tony Atkin, I'm not so sure of the places, but it could be valuable that he gets his 2nd. He gets it. Mick Groen in third. Neil Taylor in fourth. John Underwood in fifth. Paul Cooper. And a win for rider number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 47, Mick Groen. In fourth place, number 173, Neil Taylor. In fifth place, number 77, John Underwood. In sixth place, number 11, that's our replacement, Paul Cooper. And in seventh place, number 74, Scott Wilson. Eighth place, number 112, Jason Newitt. The winning time, 128.63. 128.63. Well, looking a bit further ahead, of course, it's qualification into semi-finals for the solos and sidecars. So riders know that they've got to score well through them because the points will be carried through in the semis. And what a clash we might have on our hands here. Jeremy Doncaster, top of the pile at the moment, 2 rides, 2 wins. Joe Screen, who had a win in his last ride. Away they go, and Joe Screen has made a terrific start. To the front as they go in that first turn. Jeremy Doncaster is second. One rider who is quickly up and out of the way on that top bend, and it is Jeremy Doncaster and Joe Screen. Right on this bottom bend, Jeremy Doncaster goes tight, the 2 of them are together as they go across the line. A terrific scrap between the 2. Joe Screen trying to make sure that Jeremy Doncaster doesn't keep his maximum. Jeremy Doncaster trying to do exactly that. He closes up once again going into this bottom bend, allows Joe Screen to go in hard. That's a very quick line, but you can see that Jeremy Doncaster goes tight, gets close once again as he comes to the line. Phillips is in third place at the moment in front of Ashcroft. But all eyes I'm sure on can Jeremy Doncaster keep the maximum. Can he get past Joe Screen? Into the bottom bend they go once more, and Joe Screen looks as if he wants to get this win as he comes off that bottom turn. Up towards the last lap flag, Jeremy Doncaster still in contention. Oh, I suppose you must ask the question of whether Jeremy Doncaster is with second place. Joe Screen again looks over his shoulder. He's certainly let him know that he can ride as fast as each other in those first couple of laps, but second place, I'm sure, is going to be enough to get him through in the semis and possibly the final. So, Joe Screen takes the win, Jeremy Doncaster gets second. And a win for rider number 17, his second this afternoon, Joe Screen. In second place, that stopped him from having the maximum, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. In third place, number 42, Glen Phillips. In fourth place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In fifth place, number 282, that's our replacement rider, Maik Dowling. And in sixth place, number 36, Mike Topless. Seventh place, number 131, Simon Davey. Eighth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. And the winning time, 126.63. 126.63. Oh, we've just been informed that in fact number 15, the Austrian Norbert Grugel, has unfortunately suffered too much mechanical problems this afternoon. He won't be taking part in this heat. In comes a replacement rider, that's rider number 20, and that is Chris Tripp. Oh, what a class to come into for your first ride. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious. So we'll look for those very distinctive leathers of Jason Bunyan. Paul Fry in the yellow leathers as well, he's easy to spot. But don't forget, the Joseph France on the outside, riding number 1, had a superb ride in his second ride. Oh, they want Jason Bunyan to pull up to the line, he moves. Away you go, the chase, Paul Fry has made a good start, Joseph France. Through the middle, Jason Bunyan comes through as well. Problems to Paul Fry though, he falls out. Joseph France had a problem in the middle of the bend. It means it's been left open for Jason Bunyan. Jason Bunyan will take full charge of that as he's now got, once again, Uppie Boss chasing him. Number 12 is Kenny in 4th place at the moment. But watch for Joseph France. Can he make up places? He's already up 1. He'll be a battler, I'm sure, from what we've seen from that second ride from him. He'll be looking to close down on the Broadhurst as he gets to challenge for 3rd place. Jason Bunyan leading. And indeed, Joseph France has moved through on Broadhurst to get up into 3rd place. Jason Bunyan, though, in 4th place, goes down the back straight. Uppie Boss in 2nd place. Possibly the experienced rider will know that 2nd is still a good point scoring, but as I say that, he puts it down. Well, Uppie Boss puts it down in the bend, so it means that Joseph France comes through in 2nd place. Well, Uppie Boss is quickly up and quickly back into the action. Oh, he's got... Shoot come off at the bottom here as the finishing marshal sorts his flags out. We see the checkered flag go for Jason Bunyan. 3 rides and 3 wins for Jason Bunyan. Joseph France comes through in 2nd place. A terrific recovery from him. Number 12, Kenneth Broadhurst finishes in 4th. As indeed, Uppie Boss now crosses the line. Heat 7 of the International, and let's give you those places again from the top. Uppie Boss finished in 4th place. The replacement, Chris Tritton, in riding number 20 in grid 2. He finished in 5th place. Paul Fry, unfortunately pulling out with problems, gets no place. Kenneth Broadhurst gets 3rd place. Jason Bunyan, of course, a terrific 1st place, and Joseph France, a terrific recovery up to 2nd place. The points are 2, 1, 0, 3, 5, 4, and the winning time 126 points. Exactly, in fact 126.00, 126 exactly.